Hello, happy Thursday, happy Southern California bright sunny day. Yes, we're a bit spoiled here. It was overcast this morning, but the sun broke out after 9 a.m. I say. Anyways, happy Thursday. A few things today, some random thoughts. It's 7th grade parents drop off duty month, and so been doing that since Monday. Get there at 7 a.m. We're the first ones and first in line. But it's been great since it's our first year at this school for my daughter, getting to see parents that I normally don't see and interact with some of the kids. That's so cute. They're so adorable, the little ones. Anyhow, so you see my Starbucks. I've been taking this all week, making my own coffee. Not necessarily Starbucks. But anyhow, like carrying this. It's light, it's not heavy, easy to handle. Not quite insulated because it does cool down fast, but still good in the morning, first thing, as I'm driving to the school. So have you heard what Starbucks is doing? They're no longer accepting personal coffee cups, reusable coffee cups. At any of their store locations due to the coronavirus. What do you think? What are your thoughts on this? I agree. So imagine thinking about how many hundreds of customers come through Starbucks, and the baristas, although they don't touch the top because they always ask us to take it, but they do touch the cups, the body of the cup. And just imagine all those hundreds of people, and God knows what people do, but sneeze in their hand and a touch a cup. And the baristas don't wear gloves, so they're handling it. They just poured, they rinse whatever that was in there and rinse it quick, and then put coffee in it. They don't do a quick wash because they're just, fast paced. Get customers through, get their coffee and out the door. So there's no time, and so I can see why Starbucks does not want to do it. Because imagine that if there's someone that is sick, can easily spread from cup to cup. So I agree. Do you agree? I totally agree. Although I know we're trying to conserve and stop using more of the reusable cups. They're paper cups or plastic cups now. But because of the coronavirus, I totally agree, because we need to kind of stop this spreading. They just found the 11th, or they just announced the 11th patient today. Two of them today, which up to 11 patients here in California. Is it specifically Southern California? Oh gosh. Anyhow, so are you concerned? Should you be concerned? Are we blowing this out of proportion more? I don't think so. I think it is something then we need to be mindful about and start really taking precaution, because it's not like, yes, it's similar to, people are kind of downplaying that, oh, it's just like the flu. Yes, it is a flu 10 times or how many times percentage. I think the problem is there's no vaccine for it yet. So it's spreading fast because there's no vaccine. For instance, for the flu, we had vaccination for the flu season, that we go in to our doctors or CVS or whatever drugstore that you go to and get the flu vaccine. For the coronavirus, COVID-19, there's no vaccine as of yet. So I think that's more of the concern. So what do you think? What are your thoughts on this? Are we blowing this out of proportion more? Is it more of a scare? We've been seeing the news in China. The streets are practically empty. Singapore is the same way. One of our friends, she moved to Taiwan from Hawaii. She said they're pretty much in Taiwan, kind of nipping it quick in the bud, taking care, making sure all the people, their community aware, quickly giving out the necessary hand sanitizers and masks. And I just found out that Italy is also having this outbreak, and Iran, we heard that has an outbreak. Did not realize Italy was that bad. The two that they announced today are part of the people that went to Italy's tour, was part of a tour group that went to Italy and returned. So there is an outbreak in Italy, and my sister and brother-in-law he's from Italy. But they're planning to go to Italy in May, so I need to get in touch with her to find out what their plans are. And my good friend from Hawaii, she said her family is planning to go to Italy in May as well. And she voiced her concern, like, what's going to happen? What should they do? They finally got the tickets. They've been wanting to go to Italy, and their whole family, and now this. So what are your thoughts on this? Do you think we should be stocking up? And I guess a month ago, an article I read said that Center of Disease Control said that CDC said that once, if it's not a matter of when, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when the outbreak is going to happen here in the U.S. and be prepared for disruption in your life. Is that's what it's going to happen, like what we see in the other countries? Streets are quiet. Nobody's going anywhere. Businesses are closing. Is that what we should be preparing for? I hope not. Hopefully they find a vaccine soon. Because imagine the disruption here. But we do a lot of things online, but for businesses. But what about those people who actually have to go physically be at a job? What's going to happen? So is this something we should be really concerned? And imagine the businesses that have to shut down. What's going to happen for the people? Then there's the snowball effect. What about our bills? And will the creditors give us a pass for the moment until the virus is contained? I don't know. We have to think about that. Our payment, if people have to stop working or the business is shut down, no one's making money. And so what about the creditors? What's going to happen? Just the thought of that right now. Oh my gosh. And then you see Costco, people are stocking up on water, on all this hand sanitizers, the hand sanitizers, and are flying off the shelf. And all I want is those little hand sanitizers, pocket size, that you could just put it in your purse, your pocket, or whatever. I guess I need to go to Bath and Body. Is it Bath and Body? Yes, Bath and Body always makes my bed Bath and Beyond Bath and Body for their little portable ones, or their little travel size, because I can't find that anywhere. I haven't been there to Bath and Body yet, so I wonder if their bins are pretty much empty. So what are your thoughts? Again, I keep repeating myself. Oh my gosh. Let me know. Don't know if anyone's hearing this, but anyhow. Oh, and one more thing. The doctor was talking about this article I read, that he says use your knuckle to press buttons on the elevator or whatnot, and fist pump. Don't handshake. He said he advises no handshaking, just fist pump. Maybe not, but I've always said this to my girls. At elevators and crosswalks, I never touch the button with my fingers. I use my elbow or the side, because some of the buttons are huge, so I just use my forearm. And then when I try to open the door, luckily I like the grocery stores because it has the automatic door open. But for the ones at the malls or whatever, they don't, or any stores that you still have to hand, I try to avoid. If I can push, I'll push with my body, my butt area, or elbow. But then if there's that wheelchair handicap, button that will automatically, I'll use that, but I'll use my hip, I'll use my forearm to open it. I won't touch it with my fingers. That's what the doctors were saying. He said, this is the way we should be always, especially during flu season. But I've always been telling my daughters, and they're so aware, I've been telling that to them that for years, ever since they were little, never touch the elevator buttons with your finger. I just use elbow or side. So maybe keep that in mind. And then the gas pumps, he said also you have a hand sanitizer in your car, which we do. We've always had it. And maybe use gloves or a napkin to hold the gas pump. I do that. I haven't done that yet. Sometimes I have, but sometimes I'm noticing people are starting to do that as well. But I do have hand sanitizers because as soon as I'm done pumping, I hand sanitize and I just wipe the car steering wheel. Anyways, so how concerned are you? I'm slightly concerned. Well, be well, everyone, and take care. Happy Thursday.